How convenient of the court to make its announcement in time for our meeting here today. Today, for the second time, the Supreme Court has upheld the Affordable Care Act. We're so jubilant about this. It's a victory for common sense and for all American families. It's past time the Republicans abandon their assault on the newfound health security the Affordable Care Act is providing millions and millions of Americans across the country. From the majority opinion, and I quote, Congress passed the Affordable Care Act to improve health insurance markets, not to destroy them. Written by the Chief. The court's decision ensures that all eligible Americans, regardless of their home status, have access to premium tax credits to afford the life-saving cures. No pre-existing conditions will prevent them from having care. No lifetime limits, no annual limits. No longer being a woman is a pre-existing condition. All of this intact once again in this decision. American workers and middle-class families will continue to enjoy the benefits of quality, accessible health care and dependable, affordable health coverage. It's so appropriate as we go into the week leading up to the 4th of July that this decision, as well as this Affordable Care Act, upholds the vows of our founders for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A healthier life, the liberty to pursue your happiness without being job-locked or policy-locked because of a pre-existing condition. You can change jobs, you can start a business, you can be self-employed, you can reach your aspirations. It's very exciting. All-American decision today.
Are you concerned that Republicans, now that the Supreme Court decision has ruled in favor of the subsidies, that Republicans will try to use the reconciliation process to repeal?
And the president's not. No, I mean, they may. But, let me read what the Chief wrote. Chief Justice John Roberts. What did he write? I have to get back to that page. Congress passed the Affordable Care Act to improve health insurance markets, not to destroy them. That's just one sentence. It's really quite a good decision in terms of how it speaks about the Affordable Care Act. So they'll keep trying, and we'll keep fighting. But I couldn't be happier. As some of you may recall, I said it was 6-3. In the first decision, I was absolutely certain about the constitutionality of the Affordable Care Act. I knew it. I was there when it was written, as we wrote it together, and I fell short. It was 5-4. I felt very confident coming into this, but we were prepared if the court, I didn't see how it could happen, but you always have to be prepared, and we were. I spoke to my caucus about it early this morning, and then the case came down the way it did. So, yeah, they may try this, that, or the other thing, but the more time goes by, the more people benefit from the Affordable Care Act, and the more ridiculous I think they look.
Can I ask you a follow-up? How, you said you were going in confident and you expected this to come out your way, but how would you have been prepared? I'm
so why would we talk about that?
I'll
save that for another day.
You save that for all right.
We had our agreement among us, but it's no use talking about something that's not going to happen. And again, I've always been confident. So those of you who have followed this issue for a while know that I've said all along that we were writing a bill that would have to withstand judicial review, and we did, and it did. And I don't even think the court should have heard this case because it had nothing to do with constitutionality. It had to do with something else, which you'd have to ask the 4 justices or whoever decided that it could be heard. But in any event, as one who dedicated a good deal of enthusiasm, time, and the rest to the Affordable Care Act, it's a very, very happy day. I'm very excited about it because 2 times now the Supreme Court of the United States has spoken and upheld the Affordable Care Act.